3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to the Leader Podcast.
Welcome.
Good to see you. How's everybody doing today?
Happy Monday morning. I hope your coffee is strong.
Yeah, it's stronger than the water that is currently in my cup.
Well, don't tell anyone that it's actually 12:31, not Monday morning.
Yes.
It is Monday.
Yeah. I mean,
though.
we started talking about this on Monday morning.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's went a long way.
Yeah.
Hey, leader shout outs.
Let's do it.
Are we giving stuff away first?
Well, no, this one's just a leader shout out in general.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Candace Brooks.
Heck yeah.
Well done. Let me tell you about Candace. Leading her Connect group every single Sunday without a co-leader.
Yeah.
And leading a grow group on Monday nights.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like her whole life revolves around this place.
Yeah. It's like us.
Yeah. Except without a paycheck.
Yeah.
She gets more stars.
For real.
Yeah.
The jewels in your crown will be
Massive.
shiny and bright.
Yes. Thank you, Candace.
Yes, thank
Truly
you.
appreciate that. Appreciate your investment in our students.
And if, any of you are interested in going, leading students through a grow group, we would welcome that conversation.
We would love to hear it. Or if you would like to, did you see me spit 4
Hope
miles?
it wasn't in my cup.
It might have been this.
Ew.
Where'd that come from?
Gross.
Anyway, if you have not done the Grow series or you're interested in doing that, we'd also be happy to talk to you about going through one with us.
We've been pushing it pretty hard the last month or so.
Yeah,
and so
with our students, we have a lot of students who have interest.
are interested in it.
Yeah.
So they've been hearing it, and there's only so many of us.
There are only so many of us.
And and they don't have to go through a grow group with only us.
Yeah.
It very much we would love to have, and just like Candace, love to have any adult who's willing to invest their life in teenagers.
Absolutely.
Take teenagers through.
And some of our students who are going through grow groups or who've gone through grow groups are also trying to lead out in a grow group, but just need some adult oomph behind them.
I maybe would have said supervision, but oomph works.
It's the technical term.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we would love that. We'd love that for you. We'd love that for us. We'd love that for our students.
Yeah. So shout out to Candace.
So
yesterday, on the day of filming, not the day that this podcast drops, we had.
I thought we weren't out and all that. You always harass me. Now you're doing it, but
okay, I shouldn't have said yesterday. I'm sorry, but by the time this drops on October 28th, it will have been a month ago.
Or
so,
longer.
Our September leader training.
Yes.
We had a lot of people.
Yes.
So much so that all I got to eat for lunch was fruit skewers.
I know we ran out of food. I'm so sorry.
And freaking ate all the strawberries and pineapples off of it, so he only left
the melons.
Yeah.
Gross.
That's story time right there. Freaking.
We're going to do story time first.
Yeah. Well, it just hit me because I went to go get fruit off the fruit skewers from the lunch, and who invited himself to stay and run tech.
Oh, I'll help.
Yeah.
Right.
I think he wanted lunch, so he didn't have to eat at home.
He 100% did.
So I go to eat it, and I was like, all that's on these fruit skewers is honeydew and cantaloupe.
Yeah.
The bad ones.
Yeah. Gross.
And he's like, oh, I ate the strawberries already.
Yeah.
So
fired.
If you're listening,
we're docking your pay.
I bleeped out all the names, so you have no idea who we're talking about here.
Oh, good. I didn't know we were bleeping names.
Did you see the one where I bleeped the one name of the one story?
I did not.
And maybe it dropped today. You'll have to go watch
I
it.
have to
It's
go
pretty
watch.
funny.
I saw your post today, but I haven't watched it
Because when you listen to it, it's like, whoa, why is there a cuss word? It's not. It's just me saying the name of a student.
That's perfect.
And I told you we're going to blur names, and you're like, no, we're not.
Yeah. And here we are. And here we are.
There's the bit.
And here we are.
And
I love it.
Well, we're not crash landing because we're going to do a giveaway.
What?
So everybody who came to the thing,
the
training in September, their name is in here.
Yeah.
And so we are going to give their group any week that they choose. So they got to reach out to us and initiate it.
Right.
We're going to give them a better choice of donuts.
You're going to give them breakfast in the bay.
Yeah.
Let's call it that.
There it is.
We just named it that.
So it could be sprinkled donuts because you don't want glaze, or it could be. What could it be? You're the one paying for it.
I mean, it could be tacos.
Like breakfast tacos.
Yeah, it could be
or you could do lunch tacos if you felt
I mean, if you wanted to get Taco Bell at 2 o'clock in the morning and then hold on to it until Baytime, that'd be fun.
Well, some of these 11 o'clock groups, it's getting, you know what I mean?
It's ready for lunch.
Yeah, it's lunchtime.
We're going to give you breakfast in the bay. You get to decide the breakfast. We'll figure out the money situation and the pickup situation.
Yeah.
But yeah, whoever wins gets breakfast in the bay.
So everyone in here you see on screen right now, if you're watching on here on YouTube, if not, we'll just, let you know who wins. But everyone in here, their name was typed into a text message between you, me, and Kaylin by Kaylin.
Yes.
So if your name is spelled wrong, which she has
Kaylin.
quite a bit of wrong
There
spelling.
were actually several people. She was like, I know everybody, but I'm not sure.
Husband of
Robin. That was my favorite. No, I'm telling it.
I figured them all out.
Husband McIntyre. That was my favorite.
I cracked the codes.
Great.
So
the winner is
Breakfast in the Bay goes to
Lauren Wheeler.
Congratulations.
11th and 12th grade girls at 9:45. Breakfast in the Bay.
Let us know this week what you want.
When you would like it.
And Darren will have it ordered. And by Darren will have it ordered, someone else will probably have it ordered.
Somebody.
You'll make sure it gets
I'll
there.
make sure you have it.
You'll make sure it gets there.
I love it. All right, what are we talking about today? Awkward silences. Yeah, you're trying.
I was trying.
I
didn't
let it happen. Actually, that's part of the sad thing about not allowing us awkward silence to happen.
What is that we don't?
Yeah, I don't. You don't let it happen.
Yeah.
Like you feel weird that nobody's talking, so you just keep filling the space.
Yeah.
You keep re-asking the question. You answer the question before kids have a chance to answer the question.
Yeah.
Like you just keep talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the struggle with that is sometimes the awkward silence is what gives kids the courage to say a thing.
Yeah.
And if we're filling that constantly with noise, they never muster the courage to try and answer.
Right. Eventually, someone's going to break it.
Yeah.
And it might be the same kid that always breaks it.
Yeah.
But it might be someone different.
Yeah. And maybe if you have the same kid who always breaks it, you're pulling that kid aside one day and saying, hey, I want you to do everything you can to just let it get weird and don't talk and let somebody else break that silence.
Yeah.
I think that sometimes we feel bad. I actually heard a leader say this at our training this week. Like, I feel bad that they're going to feel bad that it's an awkward silence. They don't feel bad.
Yeah.
They're not thinking about that. They're so in their head about what they should say, what they shouldn't say, what their thoughts even are, or if they even have any thoughts.
Yeah.
They're not thinking about it being weird and awkward.
Yeah.
So just let it sit there.
Yeah.
I think that, most awkward silences don't last nearly as long as we think they're lasting.
Yeah.
Like they last 20 seconds. That's a long one. Somebody's going to say something.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody's going to say
no,
something.
No, it definitely hasn't lasted 20 seconds.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you you haven't gone 20
but
seconds.
But it feels like 2.5 minutes.
Have you sat in 20 seconds of silence?
Yeah.
I wonder how long that was.
I don't know. I was counting on you.
Well, I was looking at that timer there, but I can't really see it.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
that might have been 10.
Yeah.
And that was lengthy.
It felt terrible. We probably lost a lot of views over that. And I would just say, like, when you do decide to break it, don't break it with the answer. And don't even break it necessarily by using your own rephrased question. So if I ask a question and I don't really get a response, my immediate reaction is I need to ask the question another way. They didn't understand it.
Yeah.
The truth is they might just still be thinking.
Yeah.
So maybe have another student ask the question.
Yeah.
Nick, how would you ask that? Like, here's how I asked it. How would you ask that?
Yeah.
Let the kid ask it, and then let some more awkward silence ensue.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Yesterday
so.
at your wife's breakout, she said something about how she'll ask the question ahead of time before doing something. Because, like, a lot of times you ask a question and, like, a student will have an answer, but, like, not right on the spot.
Yeah.
So it's good to, like, be like, hey, we're going to read this passage, but while we do, I want you to be thinking about these questions.
Yeah.
Then you get to the end of it, like they've been thinking about the question the whole time.
Yeah.
So some of it too might just be in some of our, like, how and when we ask the questions.
The placement.
Like, we can do a better job of that and have less and less awkward silences, hopefully.
Yeah. And also just let it be awkward.
Yeah.
It's fine. Trust me, they're not going to not come back because there were two questions that got a little weird and quiet for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't expect you to have all the answers. They don't expect you to fill all the awkward silence. And the more that you do that, the more they will just come without even anything.
Right.
prepared.
They learn that they don't have to fill the awkward silence because you're eventually going to say something.
If they ride out the silence long enough, they know you're going to feel awkward enough that you're going to fill it, and therefore they don't have to participate. And for some kids, that might actually be what they are.
Yeah, that's their game.
They're hoping for.
Yeah, for sure.
They don't. They don't want to talk.
Agreed.
And so if you're feeling that, like, man, the kids aren't answering, it's probably because they've grown used to not having space themselves to talk.
Yeah.
And
agreed.
So
or think. So let it be kind. Let it get weird.
Yeah.
Let it get weird. All right, story time.
No, we already did it.
I know. I was gonna say we had a kid who stole all the strawberries
All
off the fruit skewers.
Freaking kid.
That's
no names. It's okay.
We're crash landing it. Love you guys.
Bye.